Hey man.
Hey man.
Oh yeah. Hey man.
Hey man. Hey everybody, and welcome to Hey Man. I'm Josh.
I'm Jacob.
Hey man.
Hey man.
So first of all, super excited to announce we are. Do I sound like a different person?
Yeah.
Do I sound like a different? I've been sick. I think I had a parasite or something. But it's been a pretty rough 3 or 4 days. But I'm fine. I've just lost a little weight, feeling a little weak. But I will be in Naples this week, starting July 31st. So we're going to 31st, August 2nd. A week after that, I believe the 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th. 8th and 9th, we're in Little Rock. And then 14th, 15th, 16th, we're in San Antonio. And then 22nd, 23rd, or 23rd, 24th, we're in Erie, Pennsylvania. And then it starts up again in September. ComedianJoshWolf.com for what do you got? Jacob, Got A Soundboard, everybody.
I got one on my phone.
Oh my God.
Got him.
This is going to be a problem. You know what's funny?
This is going to be awesome. Are you kidding me? I didn't even download like a soundboard. The first one I downloaded, I had to put my own sounds in it. This one just has a bunch of sounds loaded up.
If you turn up the volume on your phone, will it make the sound effects louder? Let's hear this horn a little louder. Better.
What about this one?
Yeah, that's the best one.
It's pretty funny. I also have a bunch of fart sounds on here.
Yeah, but let's go over the fart sounds later. I'm doing plenty of fart sounds right now by myself. I did that one this morning.
What about this one? This one says it's not just a fart.
Definitely did one of those this week. More than one. For sure. Can I tell you a story? Okay, you ready? You want to hear a crazy story? So just because my stomach's been bad and I'm getting up in the middle of the night every 2 seconds, I've never had to get up to poop before.
Oh, okay. I can't relate
This
to that.
this is like been in every, no joke, every 15 minutes. It was like really, just let me tell, here's what's going to happen.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Yeah. You don't want to do it in the middle of.
Well, I was hoping you were going to have a break because this one just said poopy. And I was like, this seems like a good time for whatever that is.
So I've been sleeping in the guest bedroom just to not bother your mom.
Fair enough.
And let me tell you how bad it got the other night. I woke up in the middle of the night to open the door to the bedroom because it smelled so bad.
Damn.
How about that? I farted myself out. I woke up midnight and I was just like, holy shit.
You gas chambered yourself.
Dude, it was toxic. I opened the door. I stepped out for a little bit, maybe got some fresh air, turned everything on high in there, but it was a legit toxic area. So there's like,
Sorry, I had to wait for a pause.
That was a great one. So is there like a half-second delay on the sound effect?
It seems like it. Yeah. Well, actually, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's like a half second.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think it's going to be funny, and then it's going to get so annoying how much you're doing it, and then it's going to go back to being funny. Do you know what I mean?
I'm trying to find
funny at the top. Then it's just, I would do the same thing. I would be pressing it all the time, and then annoying, and then back to funny is my.
What a joke.
Yeah.
Angie SMS.
This is going to be great. I'm just, because a lot of them just have, like, they say what the sound is. So I'm just trying to find responses.
By the way, guys, get ready for Jacob to stop preparing to talk about anything on the podcast and just to go over what 700 sounds he has on his sound effects.
Fatality.
This is awesome. What are we talking about? Wait, hold on. I saw another one that I want to try because you know how much I love. Remember the little raccoon that I loved? The Pedro.
Yeah. So do you have a favorite page that you can put them on?
I don't know. There's just pages and pages and pages. And there he goes. It ends. Wait, what is that one? Oh, it's a goat. It's a goat.
What did it say? Why you didn't know what
It was just a goat. So I didn't know if it was going to be the screaming goat. That's why I wanted the one where it just yells. Yeah. There's also a dog one.
I know what that does.
Pretty easy. This is about it. Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, that's got to be one of my favorite ones. The Peter Griffin. Ta-da! Fuck off. That is one of the best things. This is the best $15 I've ever spent in my entire life.
Woo!
Woo!
Wow. That cost you $15?
Well, no ads, because like it was free, and then I'd press 1 or 2, and then an ad would come up, and I'm like, that's gonna drive me insane.
It's gonna be a bummer.
Yeah. So
wow, dude, good purchase. I'm sure I'll get an invoice for it sometime today.
yeah, this is gonna be fucking great. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Woo, dude,
this is awesome.
Outstanding.
I have the one for also when you say it's not funny anymore. I have the just one right here. That's perfect.
Do you know what it's going to sound like?
It's just Stewie saying you suck. Yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Are you going to try new ones every week, or are you just going to, how are you going to do it?
I don't know. I think I'm just going to try. Well, I think the ta-da one is going to be one I keep forever.
I bet you you could probably make a favorites page.
Probably. I don't know where I'm going to go though. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, what are we talking about?
I honestly am pretty excited that you have that.
Me too.
Did you know what sound that was going to be? The whoop? Is that me?
No, that was Zach Galifianakis.
Oh. Like that?
It's from the campaign against Will Ferrell.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's that one. Yeah. I think that's all the ones that wait, hold on.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay. It would have been nice to have that motherfucker.
Yeah, because it has Samuel L. Jackson's face on it. But that wasn't also even the right. That's not even the Samuel L. Jackson line. I'm pretty sure the surprise motherfucker is from Dexter.
And it has Samuel L. Jackson on it?
Yeah, it's from Pulp Fiction. Samuel L.
Yeah, there's some better ones.
Definitely. Yeah, okay. So this is just gonna be awesome.
Well, dude.
Woo!
I wasn't sure we were gonna get one of these in this week. I'm so glad we are. But I'm happy to be. This is my first day outside.
Have you just been in the house?
I may have been in the backyard some, but it's been I've never had anything like this before. I've never had diarrhea for more than 24 hours. And this is like 72 hours of just rough sauce.
Nice. This is going to be great. This podcast, I can't wait to come to work now. This is going to be fucking great. I'm going to do this around the house too. When Maaan wants something, I'm just going to respond with just. We should just do a whole podcast like this where we just talk in soundboard. That would be the funniest fucking thing. Woo! Wow.
Wow.
I think you think this is going to get old. I don't think it is. I think this is going to be funny for both of us forever. Like, woo. That was so funny. Yeah.
Well, you're picking good ones without knowing what they are.
Well, no, I do know what they are because some of these like that like this one.
Nice.
I know his face from that meme. These are
Who
all,
is that?
I don't know, just a meme guy. These are all meme sounds. So any meme I've seen on the internet, sounds and pictures, all that, like,
hey, that's pretty good.
I knew that one too. Like,
okay.
So I know, like, this one's Shia LaBeouf, and he's gonna say, "Just do it," right? Like, because it's the meme of him, like when he did that whole video. So some of them I know what they're gonna be, but others I have no idea what they're gonna be at all. Like,
That's exciting.
like this one's Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's just that one. Okay.
That would have been my guess.
I know what this one breakfast comes from. There's a video that went all around online. I don't remember why, but it was two guys with Down syndrome. They're in the kitchen cooking breakfast at like 4 a.m. The mom gets up.
So you don't know why it went viral?
Well, I do.
Okay.
This is why it went viral. And she goes, "What do you think you're doing?" And the guy turns around and says, "Breakfast." I know where that one is.
Amazing. Oh, by the way, dude, I made a bunch of clips from the special today. And the special comes out August 12th, everybody, on my YouTube channel. It's called the Campfire Special. So excited for you guys to see it. But your clip is so funny.
Woo!
It's so funny.
Hooray.
So I can't wait for everyone to see it. Now, look, there's a lot of companies that are going to send you meals to your house. But trust me when I tell you, there's not one better than HelloFresh. They send chef-crafted recipes and ingredients straight to your house. Now, I have used HelloFresh before, and I'm going to tell you right now, the new menu, I'm surprised that it could get better than the last one, but they have really changed things up this summer. Let me tell you 3 ways they have changed things up. First of all, you're getting bigger portions. Now, I don't have to tell you as Americans, you know what we like? Bigger portions. But they are. These portions are bigger than the ones you were ordering before. I'll tell you what else they are. They're a little healthier. Now, you know me as a dude who is very into health and very health conscious and very specific about what he eats. HelloFresh checks all the boxes, man. You get fresh seafood, fresh meat, fresh vegetables, fresh, straight to your door, and you can cook them the way you want to cook them. It's so important to me to eat healthy, and it's so important to me not to have to put together my own meal. These are 2 things. I'm health conscious and lazy at the same time. Lastly, everybody, they're tastier. I feel like the ingredients got better. There's more fish options. More, better, same price. I'm going to tell you right now, without a doubt, the HelloFresh is the best option for you. I use it. I'm on the road all the time. I like to eat good food, but I don't like to cook. HelloFresh allows me to come home and have great food, great recipes waiting there for me. The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/HeyMan10FM. 10, the number 10, FM, all cap, FM, no space, to get 10 free meals plus 1 free item for life. That's what I said. 10 free meals plus 1 free item for life. Guys, you're going to get 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals are applied on a discount on the first box. First subscribers only, and it varies by the plan you get. Guys, that's HelloFresh.com/HeyMan10FM. That's all caps, no spaces. That's HelloFresh.com/HeyMan10FM. All caps, everybody, for 10 free meals plus 1 free thing for life. But listen, I think one thing we both were probably interested in, and it's crazy for us maybe to be on the same kind of, like looking at the same type of news, but that Sydney Sweeny ad for American Eagle is being blown, I think, so deep into something it doesn't need to get into. I mean, I did read, there's 2 things I read. For those of you who don't know, Sydney Sweeny did a campaign for American Eagle. Here it is. And there are two problems with it. One, and the one that I think is, I just don't get it, is that they're talking about them sexualizing her. Yeah.
They sexualized Beyonce in her Levi ad.
Dude.
But also, like, I'm not trying to objectify any woman here, but like, there are girls, like, she's kind of one of the poster childs. Like, you know how media like shapes, like, you should look like this, you should look like this. But that's what I'm saying. But like, girls want to, like, this is someone that some girls look up to. They want to look like her.
Regardless, dude. Look at pictures for dudes selling jeans and they have their shirts off. Okay. So what are we doing? This is how you sell a lot of fashion. A lot of fashion is sexualized it's sexualized. So and she is a big star who I'm sure had a lot of say in what pictures they used.
Mhm.
So I don't, to say people are sexualized all the time, and some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
But this is not over the top.
No, not at all.
It's. I don't understand why people put their. It's like Megyn Kelly said about J-Lo. She's in her softcore porn stage. Listen, here's the truth. Once you hit a certain age, like I've posted more shirtless pictures post 50 than I did because you start to realize, oh, I'm actually not going to look like this for very long.
Sure.
And I'm actually pretty proud of how I look. And I'm sure J-Lo's the same thing. Dude, she's mid 50s easy, right? And for people to come out and criticize what she's doing on stage, let her do whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Absolutely.
She wants to take pictures and make some money. And these are great pictures, by the way, and nothing overly sexualized. Mind your own fucking business.
I truthfully,
Mind your own fucking
the only thing that I saw it for, the second thing that people are saying about it online is the slogan says Sydney Sweeney has good genes.
Yeah, there you go.
Or has great genes, right? But obviously spells it regular. But I went looking, because I was talking to you about it before. I went looking for the other comparison that I had seen online, and I couldn't find the comparison. So this is not me speaking out of my ass. This is just me what I saw, I think 1 or 2 days ago, was a side-by-side comparison of another ad, kind of like this, but not for American Eagle. And it was another white dude, blonde hair, sitting outside talking about the drink he was drinking, but it had nothing to do with genes. He just said, I have great genes. And those genes can give you white skin or like blue eyes, blonde hair. And so what people are going on is that it sounds like, because also, I guess she's not fully blonde.
I'm confused. So the other ad was an ad for a jean company, or wasn't?
I don't, because he was out by the pool wearing shorts.
He was talking about actual jeans.
Right. But no, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like, all I'm saying is, like, that's what people are saying. People are saying, like, it sounds like this is some sort of fascism and Nazi propaganda because it's blonde hair, blue eyes. And
Except it's such a great double entendre. She has great genes and she's got great genes.
Right. Just because of the era that we're in right now, dude, because we have a fascist who is leading this country.
Yeah.
Everything is under a microscope. Like everything. Like, we should, by the way, we should also talk about fucking South Park. We haven't talked. We should.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Definitely talking about South Park. But yes and no. Everything it's what, do you want to know what made Trump in this side is very, very woke, making everything, finding a problem in race or in prejudice in everything pushed. It's, people say, the pendulum always swings because the extreme makes this. And so I don't think you would dispute. I am 1000% for calling out racism and rooting out racism and misogyny and all that shit, dude. Sexism, everything, prejudice, everything. Sometimes an ad is what it is. Now, just because that person, you could dig probably and find a comparison for anything, but it's not like there's just a bunch. I don't think you're saying there are a bunch of jean companies who are making a bunch of jean ads with white people with blonde hair. You're saying there was just one guy out by a pool?
It was something else. Again, I'm not trying to talk on my ass. I'm trying to remember it the best I possibly can. If I find it, well, I'll make a clip about it online and clip this.
But I think, so what people are saying is it's a nod towards the Aryan race because
Correct.
she's blonde.
And yes.
She's also one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm just playing devil's advocate because I like to play this side.
Yeah.
And also because why have to pick a blonde hair, blue eyed woman then? Levi's did Beyonce. And
Okay. So then there you go, dude.
But dude.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why are you getting?
Yeah.
But but they didn't say she has great genes and play it off as genetics. Like they didn't do that route. If you're going to play this route, play the route. That's fine. But also, why use a blonde hair, blue eyed woman?
But why not?
I'm just saying
I'm with you.
That's what people are looking into.
But like, why not? Not everything is racist. And dude, for a few years, I think I've said this on the show, I think companies overcorrected. Every ad had one color of each. That's not most people's real life. You can do an ad that has all black people, all Hispanic people, all Asian people, but you don't have to do one black, one white, one Asian, one, right?
It's representation, though.
Dude, representation's super important.
Super important.
But I think real life representation is also super important. And I also think it's important to show families that aren't interracial, to show an all white and all black and all right. So I think sometimes it's okay to have one of the biggest stars in the world who's this is a gene company that's probably trying to find her demo, right? So, and dude, using Beyonce, also great. You know who looks great in jeans? Fucking Beyonce.
Absolutely.
This happens to be a great slogan, dude, because it's a double entendre. They're selling how good she looks.
I understand that. It's just in today's day and age where media is being controlled by who's in office. Colbert has been fired because the dumbass in our Oval Office doesn't agree with what he says. Gotta be one of my favorite clips ever from any late night host, where he was like, he read a tweet or a true social thing. And he was like, let me come back at you with this wittical whimsiness. And he looks into the camera and he goes, go fuck yourself. It is one of my favorite clips from anything ever late night host.
Dude.
But that's what I'm saying is people are looking into everything because our media is being controlled.
I understand what you're saying. First, not all media is being controlled. Okay.
This is the start.
Okay.
He takes out someone who he doesn't like who's talking bad about him.
Yeah. Listen, I do think CBS and Paramount were influenced, but I don't think it's the only reason he got fired. I also think late night shows are losing money. I think two things can be true. I think it made it easier and it made it, they could justify it. It might have taken 2 or 3 more years. I think it's coming down the line for all the late night shows, but I don't know if it would have happened at that time. There's no doubt that I think it had some influence, and I think it's very dangerous him weighing in on this stuff because it's really pushing First Amendment shit that he should not be mentioning. He shouldn't be commenting on shit like that. I don't think.
Okay. If that's the case though, and they were trying to get Colbert and there were other reasons anyways, this just happens to be good timing that Trump says something and then he gets cut. Like
I think I think he definitely influenced it and probably sped it up.
He said Kimmel's next. He's going after anyone.
I think it's terrible. I think it's dictator stuff. And all the stuff that the Republicans were upset about, the left were doing, which was silencing individuals for their woke speech. Now Trump is going after corporations and shows and jobs, which is different. It's like, so I get it, but this is the problem that happens is you go, we need to look into this stuff. And then you go, you know what? We need to look into everyone and every little thing that we disagree with, we're going to call racist. And what that does is it lessens the blow. You're crying wolf all over the place, right? It's like some shit happened with Mr. Potato Head a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You're crying wolf all over the place, which makes things look ridiculous. So I am with you. We should be calling out things that are going after, that are pushing Aryan race and misogynistic and racist shit. I think all that is terrible, dude. I don't think you would ever think I would think it was okay.
I don't.
But I think the hysteria behind going after everything lessens the blow when you go after the things that matter. If they did it, it's honestly, dude, third on the list. Because you know what corporations like above racism? Making money. Making money. They're not going to be racist to lose money. Trump's not going to be racist to lose money. That's not, he's
Right.
not personally going to lose money.
Right.
He may make up. Dude, at the end of the day, these billionaires want more money. They want more
Yeah.
money. I don't know why they're so greedy all the time, but
I bet you that's what got them there.
100%. But here's the deal. This, to me, is making something out of nothing. Not only that, dude, from everything we know about her, that's not her MO either.
Mm-mm.
So I think her reps, you don't think people thought about it? I think it's digging, and I think it's bad for the cause.
I understand that. I'll have to find the other comparisons that I saw and send them to you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If it was just a guy in a backyard who said, I'm white with blonde and I have great genes, I think that's different than if there's a bunch of American gene companies that are using this slogan with white women with blonde hair.
Yeah.
To me, that's a completely different thing.
100%.
And dude, to me, it's just great advertising. Whoever was in American Eagle and who hired them, the marketing company, when they came up with it, whoever came up with it, I'm sure got a fucking raise.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully for me, like, obviously I'm always on the side of like not supporting fascism.
Me
You know
too,
what I-
dude.
Like, and like we both are. So I think for me, like I immediately jump to the side, like what I would like to call the right side of history.
Yep,
Like,
me too.
and that's what we've been doing. We did it from 2016 to 2020, and we're going to do it now from 2024 to 2028. Like I was, for me, in my opinion, was already on the right side of history when it came to a couple weeks ago and protesting and doing what I can in my part and trying to show any support for any minority community that I can, because it's important, you know. But part of me also thinks, because I watched the ad a couple more times.
Yeah.
And it does feel like kind of a reach, because right at the beginning, she's like, I got great jeans, but I'm not going to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. Like she said American
I
Eagle
watched the ad,
jeans
yeah.
many, many, many times and saying about buying jeans. So like part of me is like, sure, do I get where I would call my side or the extremists on my side are coming from? Sure. Especially because dude, honestly, also, I could have gotten that video I saw with the comparison could have fucking been AI. Do you know what I mean? Like, so many AI videos have been popping up where I'm like, shit, that, and both Maaan and I are like, she's like, is that real? I'm like, no, look at the distortion here. Like,
But dude,
so
this is what I'm saying.
right. That's what I'm saying. Is like, I'm coming to a meeting with you right here in the middle as like a similarity. Like, yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, like I'm playing a little bit of both sides at this point in time.
Here's what I would like you to do, not just you, but people in general, is they, and when I say they, I'm talking about the greater they. That's what they want to do, is they want to stir up the hornet's nest on
Yeah.
both sides. On both sides. But eye on the prize, dude. I'm with you. Eye on the fucking prize. There are so many things that are bigger issue.
Mhm.
But this is one of those easy cultural pops that is easy to stir people up.
Yeah, 100%.
And it makes the more important things seem less important. So I love your passion, dude. And I love your passion for what you want to change. But I would say this to anyone again who's listening and who lets the emotions get in there. That's what they're trying to do to you, and you're losing the battle.
Yeah, I mean, it's also though okay to still have those emotions, feel the emotions, and still talk out or do more research into those emotions like that. There's no problem with that. It's just about letting the emotions take over how you think.
This is what I'm saying to you, dude.
No, I'm
Yeah.
reiterating. I'm
Yeah.
clarifying what you're saying. That's what I'm trying to do.
And listen, man, I think it's important that, like, especially your generation, to really focus in. You know, all those pictures of like Trump in the superhero and Trump as the Pope, but he's just waving shiny objects. He's flooding the zone. He's just That is distraction shit. That is distraction shit. He's flooding the zone with things.
Yep.
Those are things you gotta just say, who the fuck cares? And people gotta stop sharing them and stop commenting on them because the zone is being flooded. This helps flood the zone for things that are important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And do the we didn't talk about the South Park thing, but it's another thing. It's a problem, dude. When South Park puts out that episode and we can't have the White House commenting on this shit. I think it's so far beneath it. Do you know what I mean? Every president ever has been made fun of.
George Bush has been mercilessly
Dude, Clinton,
made fun of
Obama. Everyone's
for
been made
years.
fun of.
Everyone's
been made fun of.
No one's ever had a small enough ego or a big enough one to feel challenged and come out and say something.
Well, it's just the problem is you start to bully shows and bully artists into not saying things that you don't like. And to me, that's First Amendment shit. I don't
Dude,
like.
there is a clip from that episode where they called Trump a retarded F word. And it is the funniest thing. Like, because they barge into Mr. Garrison's house. Mr. Garrison is the gay teacher at the school. And they're like, Mr. Garrison, you got to get the fuck out of office. Because apparently he had some, I didn't watch all of it, but apparently in his past, he was an elected official or whatever in Washington. Yeah. And they were like, no, he's doing better, like his partner. And they were like, oh, well, then, and I'm just going to say it. Sorry for the flash warning for everybody. But they're like, oh, well, if you're here, then who's the retarded faggot in the White House? And it just cuts to Trump. And I was like, dude, dude, the things they said and what they did, I want to give, oh my God.
It's expert level trolling.
After also they had just signed a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount Plus. Because you know why? They signed that way in advance. They had this episode loaded up and they were like, fuck yeah, sign us right now because watch what's about to fucking happen. Because they want to breach this contract and fully pay these guys all that money.
No, of course not.
No, they can't. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like they physically cannot do that. It was such a fucking power move by those two guys to do that. And
the AI video at the end was my favorite.
Dude.
That was so...
Small dick Trump in bed with Satan.
No, the AI video is so funny and disturbing. I watched it like 3 times. It was,
dude, it's so good.
Banana.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Hats off to you two.
Trey
man.
Parker, Matt Stone.
So, yeah, hats off to those two, man. Like for real, that was one of the. Honestly, it's what we needed. It's what I needed, at least.
Is it,
dude? It is but you go to watch that episode. They took it down.
No way.
Paramount Plus took it down. You can't go watch it. Yeah. So I just I love it. But you know, I love the pushing the buttons because it's like fighting fire with fire because that's what he's doing. He's trying to push everybody. He's trying to push the left's buttons. Is pushing the left's buttons.
Dude, and by the way, and I like it because you're riled up, but including you. You again, dude, I love the passion. Don't let everything...
No.
Okay.
By the way, don't confuse the passion that I have with getting emotional.
Okay.
Passion and there's a lot of times there was one time I was protesting for Black Lives Matter in 2020 and we took over Sunset. Do you remember that? There was thousands of us and we took over Sunset. We had people writing by like, stop getting emotional, stop doing this. Like you guys on my posts for No King's Day, I had to block or a lot of people unfollowed a ton of different shit, which is totally fine, by the way. If you don't like what I post politically, and I know for us, it's always been all about fun and not going politics. But for me, at this point in my life, being almost 30, this is the age where I believe politics have become super important in my life.
Dude, then you should hop on it.
And it's what I'm doing. So for those who don't agree, that's fine. Guess who gives a fuck? Not me. So I'm good with it. But don't confuse the passion that I have with getting emotional. I want to make that extremely clear.
Okay.
Very, very clear. Do not, and the same people who think I'm getting emotional. Don't mix emotional with passion. They're two very different things.
Okay.
And so that's all I'll say for that.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Just to lighten the mood a little bit. Yeah, just like get a little laugh back in there.
Hilarious. Yeah.
I do want to talk about something that's been on my mind for the last couple weeks. So right now, I'm not fully I'm invested in our Boston sports, but not really.
Me neither.
Like I'm invested in the Patriots because Robert Kraft still wants to win.
Yeah.
So I will watch games, even though we
Celtics
suck.
too.
The Celtics want to win, and that's the team that we can only rely on right now.
Bruins too.
Yeah, I don't follow hockey though.
Okay.
I'm not a hockey guy. I wasn't raised in the Northeast, so I just like hockey's not really my
The
thing.
Red Sox are a game out of first place in the wild card.
Yeah, dude. The Red Sox, we just won 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers.
Yeah, I know.
In Fenway.
Yeah.
So like I'm not mad. Like I think the Sox are doing great. I would like to hopefully pick back up on them next season when we make a wild card and then get knocked out in the first round.
So
Because that's what's going to happen. Let's be honest. We have a really young team. We just traded again our star player. We don't really have a good pitching rotation. So it is what it is. The Orioles are really good. We're not fucking beating the Yankees.
well, the Blue Jays are in first place.
And the Blue Jays are good. Great. That puts us.
But the Orioles are behind us, and the
Orioles
Rays are
started.
behind us.
Well, the Rays I'm not worried about. But truth be told, I don't think we're beating the Orioles or the Yankees or the Blue Jays. So I'm not invested in the AL East really this year. I'll turn it on when the playoffs come and come chime in. If the Sox make a wild card, you bet your ass I'm on that bandwagon for October baseball. However,
I love, and here's what I do respect: an admitted bandwagoner
and by the way,
is refreshing.
It's not a bandwagon because I am a Boston sports fan and I have been for my entire life. So it's not a bandwagon, but am I definitely going to hop on the train if we play October baseball? Fuck yeah, dude.
So basically, you hopped off the bandwagon to grab a cup of coffee, and you're just waiting for the next bandwagon to come by.
I'm waiting to see if this team proves itself.
Okay.
Because also, I don't want to follow a team who I don't know nobody.
I don't know anybody.
I don't know nobody. I know Duran, that guy
Roberto,
the white guy who's getting jacked, center fielder.
Bobby Duran.
Yeah. Bob, I don't know. His last name's Duran. Like Duran. He's hungry like the wolf, but that's beside the point. Like, I'll follow the team when I can get a little more behind it. But right now, with nobody I know on the team, with a very spotty pitching rotation, with an owner who we all wish would go fuck himself, it's just not a team I can get behind. Right?
Yeah.
The main thing I'm following right now is English soccer.
Yeah. But for a while.
But like right now, it's like catch me from September to May not talking about any other sport. Unless the Sox make the playoffs. I'm talking about the Sox in October. But the Premier League starts again in September, 2 months from now, or a month and a half from now. Newcastle, who is who I follow. My big thing is, how I'm going to start it is, how come nobody wants to be a one-team legend?
How come nobody wants to stay with the team that they came up with?
Yeah. Like, you look at it, some people get traded and they can't help it. So, but you look at superstars and it's always their choice whether or not they want to stay and ride with this team or they want to go and pursue something else. The first one for me, obviously, that I can remember is the decision. It's LeBron in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up with Ohio and Cleveland, drafted to Cleveland, from Cleveland, takes them to championships, but, doesn't see anything. Goes to join a super team, wins a bunch of titles, comes back, leaves again. Kobe, really? In baseball, like Derek Jeter, like there's a couple guys.
It's interesting. And I'm thinking about it, if I may interrupt, and you get and think about this while I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it. Aaron Judge will do it.
100%.
But if you think about other people, I think it usually only happens with legacy teams. Right? Because Ohtani already left.
Ohtani's gone and went to a legacy team.
Right. So people go to legacy teams and stay in a legacy team.
100%, because that's where they think they'll cement their legacy.
Yeah.
Which I get. Look, Ohtani, I kind of give him a little leeway. I'm unfortunate Mike Trout's been injured most of his career. I remember when that dude hit the scene, we were like, this is the best baseball player we've ever seen.
He was never leaving. He didn't want to be in a legacy team.
No, it's not that. No, but Mike Trout is going to leave a legacy in Anaheim.
For sure.
That's the legacy he wants to leave.
Yeah.
He wants to stay with this team. He wants to ride with this team. Granted, he's been injured for God knows how fucking long, but when the dude's at the plate and he's not injured, he fucking rakes, okay? The fact that the Angels had 2 of the best players of all time and never made a playoffs is disturbing to me, and it's unfortunate. But it's only because they had no backup.
Yeah.
They had no pitching. It was just Ohtani and Trout. Trout was injured for most of the time. My thing is, so for Newcastle right now, we signed a striker in 2023. His name is Alexander Isak. He's Swedish. He's the best striker in the world. He's the best goal scorer in the world right now. I don't want to fucking hear it from you Scousers, okay? Here's the thing. We signed him in 23, signed him for a 5-year deal or 6-year deal in 2022. He, in this last season, lifted a trophy for Newcastle. It was our first trophy in 70 years.
Mm-hmm.
We qualified for the Champions League. And as this guy is scoring more goals and more goals, we're thinking to ourselves, we have to really have a good season in order to keep him because he is a star level player. He could go play anywhere he wants. The rumors were he wanted us to win a trophy and qualify for the Champions League this season, and he would stay. We did both on the very last day of the season. And for the last 2 weeks, this dude has done nothing but come out and say, I want to leave Newcastle. I don't want anything to do with what's here. I want to leave and go play for a super team and win trophies. It's LeBron for me all over again, except it's now on my team because this guy led us to glory last year. He scored in the cup final. He had the second most goals scored in the league that season. And he just wants to get up and leave. And it's not like we're not paying him. Ready? You want to know his wages? £200 a week. 200,000 pounds.
This is what I'm saying though. When you get to a point and you realize I'm going to make money no matter what, that's when they leave these little teams and go try to win.
But it's like we're a little team.
Yeah, but you're not winning. So we
did win though. We won a cup last year. He lifted a trophy.
He wants to go.
He wants to go join Liverpool.
Okay.
And Liverpool just won the league last year.
I don't know anything about soccer, but I understand, or footy, but I understand that that's what the motivation is. But if you think about sports, like I think it's positions. I think in football, QB is going to be the only one that ends up staying. And even then, I mean, there'll be a bunch of people right now in this generation, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patty Mahomes, who will never get traded, right?
Ever.
But QB is the one that'll stick. Baseball, I think there will be a lot because I think people are going to want to win.
Yeah.
And outside of New York, Boston gets rid of people.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. People generally aren't rewarding you with contracts for what you did. It's going to be for what you're going to do.
Right.
And so that baseball, it'll be harder. Basketball is interesting, man, because they're signing such crazy contracts now, and you can sign these top dudes where I think you'll get people who might accept. I think there'll be guys like Ant who, if they're not winning, will take off, like Garnett did.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand that. I just this is also my thing. It's also just like Newcastle history. The top Premier League scorer of all time, his name is Alan Shearer. He has 261 goals in the league all time. Guess where he played most of his career?
Zero idea.
Newcastle. That was, I've kind of led you on that one, but I guess not. Alan Shearer, he came over from Blackburn Rovers and came and played for Newcastle. Is the all-time leading scorer. Stayed at Newcastle whether we won the league or not. He never won a trophy with us. But all he did was stick around now a club legend. He's beloved everywhere.
Yeah.
And you could go, there's a bar in Newcastle named Shearer's, and it's named after him.
Dude.
The town loves him. He's an absolute legend. He's a supporter of it. I just don't get it. But also here's the thing. I get it's legacy over money now because it's not a money problem. We have Saudi owners who are paying him 200,000 pounds a week.
It's not legacy. He thinks, it sounds like, that he can win more. And he's going to make money no matter what.
And it pisses me off. I just don't get, here's the thing. And this is what experts have been saying, and people who are in the league have been saying, if Isak stays at Newcastle, we are competing for a Premier League title in the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
We are in this. We have signed people to make him better so he can score more goals. We're adding contributions, which is what he wanted in order to stay. Why is it that he plays this facade that he wants us to do these things? The team and the owners do everything that we want to keep our star striker. And now all of a sudden, as the summer transfer window has a month left, he's like, nah, fuck it.
I'll tell you what's a bummer.
I hate it. I fucking hate it.
It's a bummer when you find out that your loyalty to him and the team
doesn't mean shit.
Nah. He has, and by the way, this isn't a knock on athletes. You don't have to look, dude. It's money for most of these teams. and they don't have any loyalty to you either. They're going to get rid of you after you run out, right?
100%.
So nobody's beholden to anybody else. I don't have a problem anymore with people. I love guys like Reggie Miller and Derek Jeter and who were with that one team forever.
Mhm.
I love people like that, right? I think it's great.
That's what I'm saying.
Kobe. Oh, dude, I totally get it. But I don't begrudge those dudes if they want to either go not play in Cleveland and be in Miami, or do you know what I mean? If I got traded to Utah, I'd be like, okay, when's free agency?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I get all that stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a bummer for the fan, isn't it?
It hurts, dude.
Yeah.
It hurts because you saw last season, I watched us win a cup final on the plane the day before my birthday. Remember that? I was sobbing on the plane. Been a fan for a decade.
What a pussy.
So you cried when the Sox won the 2004 World Series. Fuck off. And every series after that.
Not everyone. Just 2000.
Okay, maybe that was me.
Yeah.
But it just is a bummer. But like for me, like here's the rumor though also. We have the contract paid in full until 2028. So he can't leave. We are the only ones who can allow him to go.
Yeah.
And so apparently Liverpool is about to make an offer for a release clause to release him to Liverpool for 150 million pounds. And what everyone is saying, what all the Newcastle fans are speculating is that they're like, fuck it. We're not going to do that. If Isak wants to leave, we're not going to let him leave. We're going to put him, which is essentially their AAAs, they're under 21s.
Yeah.
We're going to put him in the under 21s league and just let him play there for 3 more years.
You know what's
and then
crazy?
just let his contract run out and then he can leave for free. But they're like none of the people who work for Newcastle in their ownership, all of them have come out and said he's not for fucking sale.
Can I tell you what's crazy? I really was invested in the first part of this conversation. And then the second part, when you started talking about his contract and money, I zoned out because I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Yeah. Well, if you would have paid attention, I was explaining it pretty well. So, you know. Yeah.
Dude, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
This is what your brain sounds like right now.
Dude, by the way, did you watch 9 Perfect Strangers?
No. Oh, guess what I finally watched?
Squid Game.
Nope.
Damn it.
I've been waiting all week to do that. Oh my God, that was so good.
You haven't watched it?
I don't have Netflix. Why's your foot there?
Dude, how are we gonna, it's too late to talk. How are we gonna talk about it?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Dude, 9 Perfect Strangers. At the center of 9 Perfect Strangers is this retreat that people go on and use psychedelics to really dig.
Yes, yeah, I've seen clips about it.
Dude.
Is it Melissa McCarthy in that?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a second season out, right?
I just watched the
Yeah.
first and second season.
Yeah.
It's all in an afternoon, basically.
Okay. So there's a trend going around right now. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. Have you seen that at all? And it's people showing like their crazy like experiences while on vacation, like just something horrific happens to them while they're on vacation, and this is playing in the background.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, this was posted.
No, I haven't seen the thing.
That's fine. Just know this was posted by the White House official page.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person.
It's just gross.
That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Hey, you can stop
You
it.
can stop it. Dude,
It's gross. It's gross.
It's the grossest thing I've ever
It's gross.
fucking seen.
It's gross.
Like, it is unreal. This presidency, this whole whatever, who runs this is a joke. This is a joke. We're in a fucking simulation. Dude, there's no fucking.
It's
crazy.
It is. That is gross. Gross. And I don't like how the White House account. I mean, he's free to post whatever he wants, even though I think he shouldn't.
That's not. He's not running that.
I know. But the White House account, I think that is gross. But they're trolling everybody.
But that's what
it's gross. And what's funny is that this time overseas in Greece, I forgot to tell you this. I had more people be like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, dude. When
like,
you go to
"Oh,
London
shit."
too. Yeah.
I was so
When
sorry.
you go out of the country.
This is the thing that I find gross and inhumane And you know me, man. I'm on the side of people.
No,
And so this is what we're doing here with arresting these folks is not because nobody's arresting Canadians. They're not arresting Russians. They're not arresting any of them. And people to take pictures in front of the alligator Alcatraz. Here's the thing, what I was going to tell you, dude. Why I think taking it down and not being hysterical is important. You know, when people were getting on Andrew Schultz and Rogan, I'm going to use them as two examples of when they were like, we didn't vote for this. And everyone's like, yes, you did. Fuck off. You voted for this. The problem is, look, there's 30% of the people you're not going to reach. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not talking to them, but we are trying to talk to the people that we can reach. And so when you have people who voted for Trump who are like, dude, I think I made a mistake, or this isn't what I voted for. We're saying, people saying all the time, come on, MAGA, when are you going to wake up? And then some people wake up and their response is, fuck you.
Yeah.
So what you have to decide, what do you want? Do you want to help fix things? Or do you want to be able to say, I told you so, right? Do you want things to change? Or do you want to be like, I was right? Because I don't think you can have it both ways. Because as long as you're a guy, when someone's like, dude, I think I made a mistake. Fuck you. You can't say that. You're not allowed to say you voted for this. And they're like, fine, I'll just stay on this team here. Do you know what I mean?
I get that. I was going to say, I do think both can be true at once. I can definitely look at someone goes, if like, if we were talking to Schultz right now, he'd be like, I regret that. I'd be like, damn, that sucks. I told you so. Glad you switched sides. I think that's still possible. But also like, I saw that clip where Schultz was like, I regret voting for Trump. And here's my thing.
I'm not sure he said that, but he said these are not what I voted for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll misconstrue the clip, which is fine. But here's the thing is like, and this is where I play devil's advocate. Did you voted for they voted for specific policies and only these specific policies or what they thought was going to be right. But if in my head, if you voted for Trump, you voted for everything that's happening right now. You can still switch sides and still say, I think I made the wrong choice, but you still contributed to everything that's happening right now. I'm not going to take that away. I still will say, you voted for that, man. That's a bummer because look at who you voted for. I'm glad you switched sides, but take in what's happening around the country right now.
But that's not what is being said to them.
I'm not saying that's what it is.
I agree with you, but I also, the one thing I'll say to people, and I'm not a Rogan apologist and I don't know Schultz. I mean, I've maybe seen Andrew in person twice in my life.
Oh, really?
And maybe texted him 4 or 5 times. I don't know him. I've never been on either one of their podcasts. I'll tell you something. The last time I really spoke to Joe Rogan, he was anti-weed. That's how long ago I would say he had anti-weed and hair.
Ha.
Okay. And right. So I don't know. I don't know either one of them. So I don't need to kiss the ring, but I know them as well as you all do. How about that? Who seem to be able to make quick judgments on people. You know what the fuck you voted for. If they're saying, I didn't think I was voting for increased spending, which I wasn't. If they're saying, I was expecting him to go hard after criminals, but not after just regular people, I'm not sure why we can't take them at their word. And I know a lot of people are calling them grifters. You knew, and now the tide is turning. The tide is not turning in their demo.
Yeah.
So they're actually going against a lot of their demo.
Yeah.
So it's not that they're doing it because they think they're going to make more money off of it.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt their business. So, and they're 2 influential dudes. So why not welcome the voices that will start to allow people to ask questions?
Yeah. And will probably change the thoughts of a lot of other voices out there.
I don't think there's any doubt that the more guys like that start to speak out, the more influence it'll have. But I think this gotcha society where instead of being like, There've been farmers who have been like, man, I made a mistake. And people were like, fuck you, you voted for it. Well, dude, just let him be human. He made what he thinks is a mistake. He didn't think, the president's or whatever policies were going to affect him.
Yeah.
And so he's bummed out about it. Cool. We need all of those people because there's 30% of the people that are never changing their mind and that are okay with the White House putting shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're okay with the White House hosting a UFC event. I think it's all silly, man.
So
And
dumb.
you'll never hear me argue policies, guys. I don't know shit about tariffs. I've read plenty of people say they're bad, and I've read some people say they're good. I don't know anything about tax breaks. I don't know anything about that shit. I know what I believe, but here's what I do know. I do know that it's not okay to be arresting U.S. citizens because of how they look.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. Period. End of story.
Also-
it's not. And one last thing.
Yeah.
It's not okay to arrest these people for what is a misdemeanor.
A civil suit.
It's a misdemeanor. Now, again, if we were talking about going after the criminals, but Homeland Security has never been like, this is the FBI top 50 top list?
Top wanted, yeah.
This is the top 50 wanted illegal aliens. Help us find them. That seems like everything Republican, Democrat, everybody could get behind.
100%.
To me, that's about immigration, and I get it. And he wouldn't have lost a lot of people, including me, who was like, we need to tighten up the border a little bit and see what's going on down there. Right?
But
And
up there also, both borders.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to say just the southern border.
It's a different situation in Canada.
Yes, but again, there are multiple borders. Like,
Okay. And I did say that earlier.
I know. I'm
Okay.
just reiterating. I'm not saying you're leaving it out.
But we're not, that's not what's happening.
No.
And the things like, storming MacArthur Park and all that shit is fear mongering. And him putting so much money into ICE and having a private army is quite frightening. That is Gestapo shit. And I'm not a dude who throws that around very much. You've never heard me mention any of that shit on this or live, but to have your own personal army like that who wears masks and doesn't seem to have any rules is kind of frightening.
Yeah, I'll have to also send you the clip because when all this like really started going down and like it all kind of came to light of what's happening, there was a clip of somebody filming ICE agents taking somebody into an elevator, and one of the ICE agents turns around and says, "We are Gestapo."
Yeah, I remember. I saw that. I saw that.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you want from me? What do you want from me or from us when we say this is what it looks like and you guys say no, and then you look at the clear-cut evidence of them snatching people off of the streets?
Dude. But this has been reiterated a gazillion times.
Yeah.
And so this is what I'm saying. Yelling at them, when are you going to wake up? And then when they wake up and having them not is a bad thing. Also, again, 30% of the people we're not going to reach.
I know.
So the best way to reach the people who we can reach is not through hysteria, is not through the Sydney Sweeny has great genes. It's through this type of shit. It's through every single American citizen, like that dude who served in the Navy, who was arrested, an American
I
citizen.
didn't see that.
We should be interviewing every single one of them. This is real life human America stuff. Going after farm workers in California, it's pretty clear that he's trying to hurt a state that he doesn't like. But by hurting the farms in California, it hurts the entire country.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. We can disagree on policy. We have since policy started. We can't disagree on how we're going to treat humans.
Yeah.
Okay. And American citizens. I don't think that's something we can disagree.
Yeah. And by the way, me saying stuff into the camera when you told me not to stop, but like when you put your hand out, this is not me getting hysteric or getting emotional. Again, this is me just trying to, obviously we've reiterated it so many times.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be the last time we reiterate this, But the reiteration is to hopefully speak to that 20% that we can maybe get to.
Yeah.
And I know that 30% we can't reach, but the way I talk about it again is like, it's not me getting, it is like getting a little angry, but it's not me getting angry at the people who we're talking to. It's me getting angry at the situation that our country's in.
Agreed. No, dude, I want to tell you, I greatly appreciate your passion on this. And I know that one of the reasons you're so passionate about it is just because of who you are. And I'm proud of the young man that you are and what you stand for and what's important to you. And since you've been 10 years old, you always stuck up for people you didn't know on the playground.
Mm-hmm.
Always, 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 always. And I didn't think that would stop when you were growing up, and it hasn't. And I'm proud to see that.
I appreciate it. Maaan is a big factor also. She keeps me very educated on a lot of things. So
just the only thing I'll reiterate is stay grounded with it. If you want to, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Stay
I
grounded.
absolutely will stay grounded.
Okay.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. As always, it was an interesting show. It went a little back and forth. The soundboard at the beginning was fucking great. But as always, thank you guys for tuning in. None of this was possible without you. ComedianJoshWolf.com for tour dates and tickets. He already said all the dates. By the time this is out, Naples, we will be there. Come out for some shows. It's going to be a good time. Go on the website, check where you can get tickets, and see where we are in your area. ComedianJoshWolf.com.
My special, the Campfire Special, August 12th, everybody.
August 12th, Campfire Special. So everybody get ready for that. It's going to be a good one. And Josh Wolf Comedy on all platforms. It's Jake Wolf on TikTok. Jake_Wolf on Instagram. And as always, do something nice for someone today. Tell someone you love them. And fuck ICE and fuck Donald Trump.
Later.
See you later.
Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.